In just 6 months, your life can change completely. It doesn't take years or a lifetime, only 6 months of focused effort, strict discipline, and unyielding commitment. Many people fail to realize how quickly they can make a dramatic change because they are trapped in the belief that transformation requires an endless amount of time. But that's not the case. 6 months of intentional action, moving with purpose and executing at the highest level, and you'll look back and hardly recognize the person you were. Unfortunately, most people waste 6 months without even noticing. They float through life, letting distractions steal their time, starting projects they never finish, and ultimately never seeing any real change. However, the individuals who truly understand momentum, who know how to focus and fully commit, are the ones who achieve breakthroughs that seem impossible to others. Imagine if you decided right now that the next 6 months would be different. What if you committed to locking in, completely cutting out all distractions, excuses, and weaknesses that have held you back? If you woke up each day with a clear plan and executed it with precision, refusing to slow down regardless of the circumstances, where would you be 6 months from now? How much stronger, sharper, and closer to the life you desire would you be? Life. Most people never ask themselves this powerful question. They tell themselves they'll change someday, thinking they'll get serious when the timing is right. The reality, however, is that someday is just a concept. It doesn't exist, and the right time never arrives. The only moment that matters is now. The individuals who succeed rise above the crowd and separate themselves from others are those who understand that every moment wasted is a moment they'll never get back. So here's the challenge for you. Are you ready to take full control of your life? Are you ready to stop waiting and give yourself 6 months of relentless action? 6 months of becoming the most disciplined, focused, and unstoppable version of yourself. If you are, then you are about to experience progress that most people will never even come close to in their lifetime. And once you see your capabilities, you'll never want to go back. This isn't about fleeting motivation or feeling inspired for a few days and then losing track. This is about following a system, a structured step-by-step plan that guarantees success if executed correctly. A plan designed to push you to grow, evolve, and break through limitations you once thought were insurmountable. A plan that will reshape your habits, mindset, discipline, and results. So if you're serious, if you're willing to do whatever it takes, the next 6 months will be the most transformative months of your life. The first step in this 6-month plan is to take full responsibility for your current situation. No more blaming circumstances, others, or waiting for change to come on its own. If you're not where you want to be, there's only one reason your decisions have led you here. And if you want a different future, you need to make better choices today. Most people never fully own their lives. They blame the past, their upbringing, or their environment, convincing themselves they're stuck due to external forces. But winners don't think like that. Winners know they are in control of their future, no matter what their past looks like. Winners do not waste time complaining about what they cannot change. They direct all their energy into what they can control. From this point forward, you must adopt the mindset that everything is your responsibility, your results, your habits, your progress, and your success. If something isn't working, it's up to you to fix it. If you're not where you want to be, it's up to you to take action. No more excuses, no more waiting, and certainly no more wasting time. The next step is to gain clarity on your goals. Most people fail because they don't have a well-defined target. They say they want success, but they can't describe what success looks like. They claim they want improvement, but can't pinpoint what that actually means. Without a clear, measurable goal, real progress is impossible. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 6 months? What do I want to accomplish? What skills do I want to develop? What areas of my life need improvement? Be specific. If you want to get in shape, what does that mean? Does it involve losing a certain amount of weight, gaining muscle, running a faster mile? If you want financial success, what does it look like? Earning a specific amount of money, saving a certain percentage, building a business. Vague goals yield vague results. You need a target that's so precise there's no confusion about what you're working towards. Once you have clear goals, you need a plan. Simply setting goals isn't enough. Anyone can do that. Winners stand apart because they create a roadmap to achieve their goals. They don't just set goals, they break them down into actionable daily, weekly, and monthly steps. If your goal is to get in the best shape of your life, what will that require on a daily basis? What does your training plan look like? What's your nutrition plan? How many hours of sleep do you need? If your goal is financial success, what are the exact steps you need to take? Do you need to increase your income cut, unnecessary expenses, build a new skill, or start a business? Get specific about the actions required every single day to bring you closer to your goal and then execute relentlessly. This is where most people fail. They set goals and create a plan, but they don't follow through. They let distractions get in the way, emotions drive their actions, and inconsistency ruins their progress, but not you. Over the next 6 months, you will show up every single day executing your plan with discipline. This is the key stop negotiating with yourself. Most people fail because they give themselves options. They wake up and ask themselves, do I feel like doing this today? The moment you ask yourself that question, you've already lost. Your mind will always choose comfort over effort, the easier route, and will look for excuses to avoid doing the hard work. But winners don't negotiate with themselves. They don't wake up and wonder if they should work out, they just do it. They don't question whether they should follow their plan. They execute it no matter what. Winners have already decided in advance that their actions are non-negotiable, and because of that, they succeed. This is the mindset you need to develop. Your success over the next 6 months depends on your ability to take action even when you don't feel like it. Your discipline must be stronger than your emotions. Your commitment must be stronger than your excuses. Your focus must be stronger than your distractions. If you can do this, if you can build the habit of executing without hesitation, you'll accomplish more in 6 months than most people do in years. The power of this plan is not in motivation, it's in systematic, consistent action. It's about making decisions that force you to grow, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone every day, so that in 6 months, you are unrecognizable from who you are today. This challenge is simple. No more hesitation, no more inconsistency, no more waiting for the perfect moment. From now on, you are all in every single day. No excuses. The first step in this 6-month success plan is to take full control of your time and priorities. Without this, nothing else will work. You can set goals and make plans, but if you don't control your time, someone else will. Your days will be consumed by distractions, your energy drained by irrelevant activities. And before you know it, 6 months will pass, and you'll still be in the same place. That's why your first commitment must be, every moment of my time will serve my mission. Most people let their time slip away. They wake up and react to the world, and before they even start their day, their minds are scattered. That's why they remain stuck. They live on autopilot without structure or a system, and as a result, they make no real progress, but you won't live this way. From this moment forward, you will take control of your schedule. You will wake up with a plan and execute that plan without hesitation. You won't let distractions dictate your day. You will not waste time on anything that doesn't serve your mission. Every single hour will be treated like the valuable resource it is. This means setting boundaries. It means eliminating wasted time and refusing to engage in anything that pulls you away from your vision. Every single action you take must be intentional. There's no neutral. Everything you do either moves you closer to your goal or further away. There's no, I'll do it later or just 5 more minutes. If you're serious about transforming your life in 6 months, you must move forward every single day. This is where most people fail. They start strong but don't protect their time. They allow themselves to be pulled in too many directions. They give in to distractions, and they waste hours on things that don't matter. But that won't be you. You will create a schedule that forces you to succeed. You will wake up at the same time every day. Structure your mornings to maximize energy and dedicate blocks of time to deep work training and growth. You will not let meaningless distractions interfere with your mission. Most importantly, you will stick to your schedule, no matter what. The moment you start negotiating with yourself, making exceptions or skipping things because you don't feel like it, you lose. This isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter, eliminating wasted effort and focusing on what truly drives progress. Most people confuse movement with progress. They stay busy, but they're not productive. They fill their days with activities that don't matter, convincing themselves they're making progress, but in reality, they're just staying in motion without achieving anything meaningful. You won't fall into that trap. Every action you take will be purposeful. If it doesn't serve your mission, you will cut it out of your life. When you start tracking your days and measuring how you spend your time, you'll realize something important. You have more time than you think. You're just not using it correctly. Once you fix this, your productivity will skyrocket. You'll accomplish in weeks what once took months. This is how you create massive success in just 6 months, by taking control of your time with absolute discipline, eliminating everything that doesn't serve you, and replacing wasted effort with relentless execution. From now on, there will be no wasted hours, no distractions, no excuses. Every second you have is valuable. Every decision you make matters. If you commit to this and protect your time with the same intensity that winners do, 6 months from now, you won't even recognize your life. Now that you've taken full control of your time, the next step is to master discipline. Time alone won't change your life. How you use it will. Most people fail at this stage because they lack the discipline to follow through. They rely on motivation, waiting for the right moment or for the perfect feeling to do the work. This is why they stay stuck. If you want to change your life in 6 months, you must eliminate this weakness. You must become the kind of person who executes no matter what. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results. It's not talent, luck, or intelligence. It's pure, relentless discipline. The ability to show up every day and do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. This is where your real transformation begins. Once you train yourself to act without hesitation, eliminate the habit of overthinking and remove the need for motivation, you will become unstoppable. Most people never get here because they let resistance stop them. They let small obstacles break their momentum. They quit when things get hard, but winners thrive in discomfort. They embrace struggle because they know it's a part of the process. Winners don't run from pain, fatigue, or doubt. They push through them. They understand that the only thing that matters is execution. You must adopt this mindset. No more excuses, no more negotiations, no more waiting for perfect conditions. Your actions must be based on what needs to be done, not how you feel. This means waking up when you say you will, training your body even when you're tired, working on your goals, even when nobody is watching, and eliminating the phrase, "I don't feel like it," from your vocabulary. Your feelings do not matter, your actions do. Most people let emotions control them. They wait for motivation, and when it's not there, they do nothing. They get distracted by temporary struggles, but winners understand that motion creates emotion. They don't wait to feel good to take action. They take action, and then the feeling follows. This is why the first 30 days of this plan will be the hardest. Your mind will resist. Your old habits will fight back. You'll want to quit, slow down, and listen to every excuse in your head. But this is the moment that separates the successful from those who fail. What do you do when you feel like quitting? That's the real test. And the answer is simple. You keep going. No matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter how much your mind tries to pull you away from what needs to be done. Every time you push through resistance, you get stronger. Every time you show up when it would have been easier to quit, you build trust in yourselves. Every time you execute, you create momentum. This is why the next 6 months will be different from anything you've done before. This time there will be no breaks, no slowing down, no making excuses. You will train yourself to execute like a machine. Once you master discipline, you will never need motivation again. Your actions will be automatic. Most people never reach this level. They stay stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping. They make progress, but then they let up. You will not be one of them. The moment you stop relying on motivation, the moment you turn discipline into a habit, you will win every single time. For the next 6 months, you will remove emotion from your execution. No more debating, no more waiting, no more stopping. When things get hard, if something needs to be done, you will do it. If you made a commitment to yourself, you will follow through. If you set a goal, you will execute until it's achieved, no matter what. This is the mindset of champions. It's the difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck. This is not about talent or luck. It's about being the kind of person who never quits, who never slows down, who never settles. If you commit to this level of execution, if you give everything you have every single day, 6 months from now, you will look back and see how far you've come. You will have become someone who is unstoppable, someone who dominates every area of life. So ask yourself, am I ready to execute like never before? Am I ready to move faster, work harder, and push further than I ever have? Am I ready to eliminate hesitation, remove fear, and take massive action every single day? Because if the answer is yes, then the next 6 months will be the most powerful months of your life. You've made the decision. You've committed to taking full control of your time, discipline, mindset, and execution. You're about to become the strongest, sharpest, and most unstoppable version of yourself. Now the only thing left to do is follow through. 6 months of extreme focus can put you years ahead. Months of eliminating distractions, excuses, and hesitation can completely change your life. 6 months of relentless execution with no breaks, no wasted time, and no stopping can take you from where you are now to a place you never thought possible, but only if you commit fully, not halfway, not with an "I'll try" attitude, but with everything you have. Most people never do this. They stay in the cycle of starting and stopping. They make progress, but then they slack off. They get excited, but they lose motivation. As a result, they never see what they are truly capable of. But you are not like most people. You now know the truth. Success is not about luck. It's not about waiting for the right time. It's about executing relentlessly. From this moment forward, there's no turning back. You are all in every day. You will wake up and attack your goals with intensity. You will protect your time. You will push yourself beyond your limits. You will eliminate every weakness, every distraction, every excuse that could slow you down. You will execute with precision, with focus, and with a hunger that separates winners from everyone else. 6 months from now, you will look back and realize that this was the moment you stopped waiting and started making excuses. This is not the end. It's just the beginning. The person you will become over the next 6 months will never go back to the way things used to be. Once you reach this level, once you develop this kind of momentum, you will never want to slow down again. So move with speed, with purpose, with the kind of intensity that forces success to happen. The next 6 months are yours, and when they're over, the world will not recognize you.